So what we're going to do today is work on building the shelves for my tiny house, so I hope you guys enjoy. We measured the height of this glass, and then we measured from the inside of this board down here, and then we're going to put a piece of board right here. So this is the bottom and that's the top. You're going to be able to put there's going to be some storage for like shoes or something down here, and then this is like the structure for where the glass is going to be. So we just put that kind of support beam in, and with all the holes in this we pre-drilled and then screwed. We cut these small 2x2s for the backer of the glass, and so the glass will sit in here, and we're going to nail or screw this in. So what we're doing for the sides here is we're taking leftover corner pieces of trim from the paneling and putting them in the corner so we can press down and then nail them in with the air nailer. So we just finished putting all the trim in, and we just used the little finish nails. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the plywood that's under this tarp here, and we're going to put it on that wall. And I'll show you why we're going to use plywood instead of like paneling. So there's the pile of all the scrap, and over here, that's where the pieces we're going to use for the wall inside. The reason why we're using plywood for that wall is because that's where the kitchen's going to be. Also, the shelf was going to be on that wall, so the shelf will cover up that plywood. We're going to put tile on that wall, so we're going to put some like sticky stuff basically on the plywood and then attach the tile to it. Also, the covers are all going to be covering up, so there's no point of putting paneling there. So we're almost done finishing this wall off with plywood. Now we're just working on that little spot down there. So we finished all the plywood on all the walls. And now over here, we're going to work on doing the shelves for the shelf unit. There we go. It's now installed, and now we're going to work on the shelves in here. We have these pieces cut, so these will go against the wall, and the shelf will sit on top of it, so it makes it more secure. So we got all these cut and in place and was screwed and pre-drilled so nothing splits, especially on this side. Now we're going to be cutting plywood that sits in these, and then we'll have our shelves. Also, we did not have enough of these to make a shelf down here, so this will be a big storage area down here. You'll be able to access it through down here where you can kick your shoes, or through the bottom of the steps. So we just got done and we cut all the plywood, so now the shelves are almost done. We're just going to put some small screws in them just to make sure they don't, like go up like this, or they're just more secure. So we just put 1, 2, 3, and 4, so 4 in each shelf, and now they're really sturdy. So my table still fits in here, and we're actually planning on doing the countertop today, and I'll explain how we'll be doing that. But the shelves are all done, and we just put the tools on them to show how they work. So what we're going to do for the countertop is build like a rectangular frame, because we can start it off right here, go to this wall, carry it all along this wall, and go along this wall. So it's going to be 18 by 49, and basically it's going to be like a floating countertop. I never really thought about it this way until we just got this installed. I thought I was going to have to frame it out and have legs to go down for it. But if we connect this all together, it'll look real nice and it works out really good. So we screwed it into some studs, and it's like a freestanding frame, and now we're going to put plywood on. Later in the video I'll show you what kind of countertop I want. So we just cut it and we screwed it in because it had a little bow, and the screws took the bow out of it. So now we have the kitchen and the shelves. So here is the final product. About maybe 7 hours, not even. There's only around 6 screws in this, so if I wanted to lower it or make it higher, I could. That's the nice thing. Everything in here, the ladder, this whole assembly, the kitchen countertop, is all movable with screws. So the countertop that I want is basically kind of use like a lacquer, and up in the woods, actually most of it I found right up there on top of this kind of bluff. There's like old glass bottles, medicine bottles, and I broke all the glass up with a hammer, and I'm gonna lay it in here. And then I'm gonna put some like strips and put the lacquer in, so it's a clear coat and you can see the glass through the lacquer. And that will be my kitchen countertop. This glass, if you didn't watch any of my other videos, is from my front door. All this plywood will be covered up, so don't worry about it, but this is all reclaimed plywood. That's reclaimed plywood. The shelves in here is reclaimed plywood, so a lot of it's reclaimed glass, so stuff like that is all reclaimed and free. So we had some leftover flooring that was donated to me, and so we just used it for like a temporary countertop until spring when I can do my final countertop. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching this video. I had a lot of work done today, and I'm so glad. Also, thank you for so many views on that Icy Roads video. It has over 3,000 views, which is amazing. Also, we have over 70 subscribers, which is amazing, and I like to thank you guys a ton for that. Stay tuned for the next video, and thank you for watching.